Hi, I'm Ryan from Reading With My Eyes, and I'm going to review Night Objects by Eli Raphael. Night Objects is a literary fiction slash mystery. There's definitely a mystery element, but it's more about the literary fiction. It's more about the trauma and character work in this story. It is a slow burn, and it really is. It really hits the slow burn. It's a little slow at the beginning, but then it does heat up a little bit at the end, so it really gets that slow burn feel. For fans of Liz Moore, if you like Liz Moore's writing, her mysteries are definitely more literary fiction than mysteries, but she has that hook, and this book didn't hook me at the beginning. It took a while for the mystery to really settle in. I think it's an interesting story, but it could have been told a little better. The pace is all over the place. There's slow moments, fast moments, slow moments, and then really slow moments. And then there's a really good fast ending that I was really like, why did it hold off this many reveals all the way at the ending? There's so many reveals all at the ending that it could have sparsed them out, and I really think it needed to. This book messes with time. I think the time thing was okay, but it could have gave more information. It was really just, it wanted to save everything for the end, and that was the wrong move. It should have sparsed it out more. This book has one of the best stepdaughter to stepfather relationships. Alina, her mother, and her stepfather have all moved from Florida to Washington State. They have a houseboat and they live on the water. Alina and her mom have always been about the stars and looking up into space. So they look at these night objects. That's the title of the book. Stars and galaxies and clusters and all that stuff. That is what they're referring to in the book. So Alina and her mom kayak to this island. There's no light pollution, so they can see the stars beautifully. They have their own telescope and all that stuff. But Alina wants to look at these stars. They came out there for this one cluster that it's really hard to see. It's hard to track. She kind of throwing a fit and does not want to leave. But her mom actually was having a stroke. Alina didn't know. Her mom passes out. She's got to get her to the hospital. They have to kayak about an hour to get medical emergency, and the mom passes away. That was really emotional. I thought they did a really good job. Definitely getting the guilt of a child thinking they're responsible. She's only 16 years old and thinking like, oh, this is all my fault. But it was a stroke. It was something that they really couldn't prevent. Alina's mother knew her daughter was smart and basically was kind of getting wasted in Florida. That's why they moved to Washington. There's a good, awesome boarding school that her mom set up a scholarship so she could attend. She ends up going to this elite boarding school. She is definitely the poor kid. All her other classmates are rich and heirs, and their families in politics and very powerful people. She kind of feels out of place. She's definitely a shell of herself because she's still dealing with the grief of her mother. All right, so when she is accepted at this boarding school, the novel jumps to the future, and it basically shows that someone in this school is murdered and they're part of a secret society. Then you do know that Alina is the main suspect. That is actually the first paragraph. It talks about the murder and how she didn't kill blah, blah, blah. You kind of forget who it is for a while, and then it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's the person. The murder and the mystery is really good, but it's all held at the end. It's only the last 75% mark that the mystery even really starts taking off and getting involved. And it's really interesting. It's really good, but it just saves everything for that end. We don't get hardly any lead up. All we do know is the aftermath of this murder. We don't get any lead up to who's involved, who's a part of it, and it's very a slow burn, and it didn't need to be. So I rated Night Objects 2.5 out of 5. I thought it was okay. I think fans of Liz Moore's writing, God of the Woods, Long Bright River. I read both of those books. I enjoyed them, but those books hooked me. This one didn't hook me. So that was my review of Night Objects, 2.5 out of 5. I'm Ryan from Reading With My Eyes. Thank you guys for watching.